Yo, they played last night.
No, we on now. God damn it.
They played last night. The Jazz was playing Philly.
Yeah.
See, Rudy, man, we had to send an invitation to Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, might as well.
He come up on this motherfucker more than anybody.
Yeah. He called me.
And with passion.
Yeah. Well, you know, he called me today.
Okay.
He called me.
Tell us about that.
He said, from Mars, I want to come on the show. From Mars.
Ask him how come he can't catch the ball in a fucking pick and roll.
That's not how our relationship goes, man. He calls me from Mars, I call him Rudy. That's how our relationship.
My man. Okay.
So you know you can call me Cheese. We in America, right? Call me from Mars.
I got you. Y'all have that type of relationship.
Yeah.
I got you. I feel you.
Damn. But Cheese, didn't you say something about him going to the Knicks in free agency or some shit?
Well, I did, but CB knocked down that trade. CB said, hell no.
He grabbed 21 rebounds last night. He grabbed some rebounds last night. I think he went
21.
14,
17,
and 21 rebounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Could you imagine that happening in the Garden, man? 80 times.
I don't think anybody would notice.
God damn, CB. Oh, goodness.
He fit real good on that Brooklyn team.
He might.
You don't care too
At least
much
we know
about
he
the
show
Nets,
up.
Right.
But
He'll show
Brooklyn,
up.
I think they won earlier tonight. They was playing Atlanta.
You don't care too much about the Nets, do you, bro? CB? Yeah. So he can go on over. He can go over there to Brooklyn.
No, I'm Knicks all day, man.
Right, he's Knicks all day.
Yeah.
I don't dislike Brooklyn, but if it's like the Knicks or Brooklyn, it's going to be the Knicks.
The Knicks is up in your DNA. So
that's right. And Pfizer Irving ain't playing. I mean, Kyrie Irving ain't playing. So ain't worry about him.
See once them combinations start coming, man.
Damn.
So let's have some fun.
But you know what? I don't even know. I don't have that much confidence in the Nets.
Nah.
And it's like their defense, man. They struggle to me. Like
they do.
They struggle.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's have some fun.
I'm sorry, Kenny. Go ahead.
No, we good. This is how we roll. So, topic I want to have some fun with this evening. We're gonna take it back. Pull out the Wayback Machine. Going back to the 1980s.
Hell of a decade.
Ronald Reagan was the president for most of it.
About it.
Born in America. Cocaine was a hell of a drug in the 80s.
Woo!
Scarface.
Big time.
Not a shit happened in the 80s, but
yeah.
For the sports mix, the ACC basketball, and my personal favorite, the Big East basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So what my thing was, let's put together a all ACC 1980s team and pit them against the all 80s Big East team. So we'll go like a first and second team for each, and then we'll kind of talk about the matchup after we narrow our 10 down. So we can go 10, just straight 10 ball players, or we can go by position, 10, 2 point guards, 2 shooting guards, 2 center, So however y'all want to do it. But I figure we just get 10 ball players. We get 10 ball players on each side. And then let's make it happen. So one of the good things about the 80s is most of the ball players was in school for at least 3 years, most of them. Wasn't many of them that left after 1 or 2 at that time. So they had a lot of them had a hell of a track record, left behind some big legacies, man, did some big things in college. So just gonna keep it alphabetical. We're gonna start with the ACC. So I'll start, man, with one name. He's probably the player of the decade in the conference. You know, was he a 3-time National Player of the Year? You know, hell of a ball player at ACC at Virginia. So I'm gonna throw Ralph Sampson in the mix. I don't see an ACC team, all-decade team, without Sampson on the squad. So
it's a good pick.
I got Ralph Sampson. I had him. I was questionable. I got like a star. I think he eventually got in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
yeah.
And
he didn't make the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. So
that's right. He didn't make the cut, and I was questioning two other players.
Mm.
Okay,
right,
so I got Sampson. I'm with you.
So is Sampson unanimous?
Yes.
I got Sampson as my top player in the 80s for the ACC.
All right.
It's a great pick.
So Sampson is on. No need to debate him any further.
Absolutely.
All right. Number 2.
Mm.
You know. Air.
Go ahead and say it. There you go. That's all. You ain't gotta say nothing else.
Air, y'all see what he be doing. What Isaiah said, y'all see what he be doing.
I see what that man be doing. Isaiah said it.
He's your what? He's a shooting guard?
Yeah, I put Mike at the 2, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But is there any debate that need to be had for Mike Jordan?
No,
sir.
Whatsoever.
No debate here.
I had him as my number 2 overall player for the 80s, behind Ralph Sampson.
All right, so we got Sampson.
2 good picks.
And we got MJ.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
All right. And
come on with it, coach. Go ahead.
My third most obvious pick.
Go ahead.
Come on now.
The great one.
Come on, coach. Drop it on us, coach.
The greatest University of Maryland player ever.
Yep. Talk to us.
Leonard Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Bias.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute, hold on. He's your small forward or powerful?
I'm gonna put him at the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could be a 4. He could be a 4 in college, but I'm gonna stick him 3.
Here's the problem. I thought about this part. This is a tough one.
Now, is it tough just because of the position?
Yes.
All right. So what other position would you put him at? 4?
No, you're right. 3. No, I'll put him at 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he would be a 3. Yeah, I think
he got drafted at 4 though, didn't he?
No, he was gonna be a 3 in the NBA.
Yeah, 3. He could probably play some 4, but I think his best position was at 3.
All right. My next one at the power forward, I was going back down to Tobacco Road. James Worthy.
Got him too.
Bingo.
What you so far?
Yeah.
Bingo. Totally agree.
So Worthy is the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Former number 1 overall pick for the NBA. James Worthy.
Totally.
And that national championship team of North Carolina, when Jordan hit the jumper, that was James Worthy's team.
Absolutely.
Sure was.
So now my 5th pick.
Okay.
Hey, before you go to I want to tell you something about that. Did you know 4 of their starting 5 on that team was originally New Yorkers?
I was
on the Carolina team?
Huh?
On that Carolina team?
Yeah. People think
Jimmy Black.
Yeah. He's a New Yorker. Michael Jordan's a New Yorker.
was born in New York.
Matt Doherty's a New Yorker,
Mhm.
and Sam Perkins is a New Yorker.
I didn't know Sam Perkins.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam Perkins. I knew he was from New York.
Yep.
Mhm. James Worthy was from North Carolina,
Yep. Gastonia.
Gastonia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same place as another dude in the other conference that we're gonna talk about from Gastonia.
I got him on my list too. I got him
You
very high on my list.
You did, you.
Absolutely.
Very high on my list. So my
Now, this
last
is a
guy,
big pick, coach. This is a big pick, coach, to go now. I guess you're going for the point guard.
yeah,
Oh boy.
Okay, now this is a big pick right here.
this one may get a little debate.
Oh,
And
it's
y'all
gonna get
guys
debate.
might have another guy that could get that spot. But
Hmm?
I had Mark Price.
Bingo.
Right.
Bingo.
I had Mark Price.
You know,
Mm,
you can
Uh-oh.
argue.
Talk to me, CB.
You can argue that.
Yeah,
let me just check something. I may have the wrong year.
No, Dawkins
Because
was in the
I
80s.
had same school, different player.
Kenny
Kenny
Anderson.
Sure of the year.
Kenny Anderson.
Nah, he started in the 90s.
yeah.
He was in
Kenny,
90.
he started his freshman year was 89-90. So
Yeah.
we gonna be he'll be on my 90s team for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all good with Mark Price?
Mark Price. Okay.
Yeah. I think Mark Price edge out Johnny Dawkins.
All right.
And I
Good,
think he's over Kenny Smith too.
Ooh. Mark Price over Johnny Dawkins from Duke?
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too. Yep.
Yeah. I
thought
think
about
so.
that one too.
Yeah.
I would
'Cause
pick Mark Price.
I definitely thought about it. I definitely was thinking about it. Then and even Johnny Dawkins even played some two guard with
Tommy Amick.
Tommy Amica. When Amica was
Right.
there, Dawkins could slide over and play the two a lot. So,
Yeah.
Right.
and I think that's the squad that went to the national championship
Yes.
with Amica and Dawkins in the backcourt.
Mark Price was tough,
But
man.
Mark
Price
Price, man.
tough.
And
Not only
you know
that, he
what?
was a way better pro than Johnny Dawkins.
I saw a video earlier today. With I think Cheese, is that the one you tagged me in? With Isaiah talking about Mark Price?
Yeah, but the dude, I tagged you what the dude was saying, which I needed Rosetta Stone to understand what he
Oh,
said.
okay, yeah. But I actually saw the video before you tagged me,
Yeah,
and that's kind of what got me on this whole Big East ACC track.
yeah.
Because Mark Price, man, you know, Mark Price was a bad boy, man.
Yes, he was,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? Mark Price was a bad boy, and then truth, I mean, even them Georgia Tech teams was tough.
He was tough, man. Tough.
Them teams was tough, man. I
Was that
mean,
Bobby Crimmins?
Crimmins had that pipeline going,
He
man.
had it, man.
Mhm.
He had that New York connection. He might have been from New York.
He was.
He is from New
Yeah.
York.
No,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
talking
he
about
from
Bobby Cremens?
Yeah,
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
that
he's
connection
from New
with
York.
New York.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he
from
was
New York.
Yeah.
But think about, John Sally.
A New
Yeah.
Yorker.
He had Tom Hammonds on that
Tom
front court.
Hammond's tough.
Dwayne Farrell, by probably
Dwayne
the best
Farrell.
all of them.
Tough.
One of
Tough,
Baltimore's
man.
finest.
Yes, sir.
That's-
Them dudes just they was balling, man. Georgia Tech was always fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
During that
Where did
time.
Dennis Scott go?
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He came there. He went there like 87
Yeah.
to 90.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Dennis Scott was a guy that was actually a lot more talented than what he became a specialist in the NBA.
Yeah.
But I've heard some guys talk about him in his high school. He was a get you off the dribble type of guy.
You talking about?
Dennis Scott.
Oh, Dennis Scott. Yeah.
Yeah. They said he was much more. He had much more in his bag than what he became a specialist in the NBA,
Yeah.
and he was pretty goddamn good at that.
He went to Oak Hill, right?
Flint Hill.
Huh?
He went to Flint Hill.
Flint Hill. Okay.
Flint Hill Prep. Yeah,
That boy Brian Oliver wasn't bad either for Georgia
Yeah,
Tech.
good player. Good player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian Oliver's tough too.
Brooks Steppy was another one.
Damn,
Yeah.
you going back with that one.
Yeah, he 80s. Was he 80s? Yeah, I think it. Yeah,
So that's the first team. So we got the first team ACC.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's start on the second team.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
I
now
struggle
we
with this, man, because the players that I picked, I see that they're in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Because I had like Sam Cassell, I had
Oh
Dennis
yeah.
Scott,
You
I had
definitely.
Kenneth Anderson, I had Chris Paul,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had Grant Hill.
Shit,
I
Chris
even had
Paul
one
might
from
have been
the 70s.
2000s.
right.
Who?
Chris Paul was 2000s. Yeah,
Chris Paul was in the
Okay.
2000s.
yeah,
Yeah.
early.
I had one from the 70s.
Who was we at? David Thompson. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's before my. I definitely wasn't aware of none of them guys
Yeah.
until much later. So
Because he went to the he went to the ABA, man. Like the ABA in those early days. Woo, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to what
So
it's
we can
worth.
talk about that at a future episode.
I agree.
The ABA and those
That's
players.
probably good. That's probably good subject matter there,
yeah,
ABA.
for sure.
But David Thompson is the undisputed greatest player to ever play in the ACC.
Mm.
You think so?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hands down. The greatest ever to play in the ACC. And the GOAT of the NBA selected this dude to call him up and shock the world. He picked the NC State guy to introduce him for his Hall of Fame speech. David Thompson was the truth, man.
Yeah.
David Thompson, man. David Thompson, hands down. Hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that guy was spectacular.
So
He was spectacular.
you picking him as the greatest ACC player?
Yes, yes,
I can't do that.
yes, man. Yes.
I'm
Who
sorry.
you thinking, Cheese? Who you thinking? Who you feeling?
Yeah.
He gonna
So
pick
many
Christian. He
people-
gonna pick Christian Leighton or some bullshit.
No, see, but you know what?
Oh shit.
No, now see, think about it though. Again,
Uh-oh.
that's one of those emotional things.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
I'm far from a Duke fan.
Mm-mm. Oh, he was a bad boy. Don't get me.
But-
I ain't
but
no
if you-
hater.
If you match up his credentials, now we
He's
talking
in the
about
running.
yeah. But I would have to think about it, but I've seen quite a bit of great ACC players to I don't know, man.
Yeah, well, Thompson, see, David Thompson goes back a little further than maybe people haven't been able to see him play. I saw the man play.
That's
you know,
true.
I've
Yeah,
seen him
I
play.
can dig
I
it.
was around, so typically, if you don't see him, then maybe he ain't
You
gonna be on
wouldn't.
the
I can
greatest
dig
team.
it. Good point.
David Thompson, man, was, and back even the day when he played, they wouldn't allow the dunk.
That's
Mm.
true.
So
That's true.
he was the one who really brought that alley oop to fame, because he would just catch the ball and be dropping it in. The guy, man, could get up like like a 44-inch vertical leap.
Yeah.
That was incredible back then.
Did they call him Skywalker?
No,
That was Kenny.
that was
Yeah,
Kenny.
I knew that they
Skywalker.
called Kenny. What was Kenny Walker?
Kenny
Yeah.
Skywalker. Yeah.
Nick player. But I thought they had a nickname for David Thompson though. What was it?
They did.
Yeah, they called him what they called David Thompson. He was yeah. Damn, I can't remember.
I remember when he there was one night in particular. I was very young, and there was a shootout between, not in the same game. He
Oh,
played,
him and
and I think
Gervin.
he scored like 60.
No, you're right. It was Skywalker.
It was
It
Sky
was Skywalker.
Thompson. Skywalker or
Skywalker.
Skywalker. Okay.
Oh, like Skywalker. Like he was walking in the sky.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was one night where
You talking about him and
David
George
Thompson
Gervin.
in Denver, and I want to say it was
George Gervin.
George Gervin.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
big fella?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, coming down for
I-
the scoring title.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I think Thompson won, but they both scored like, I think
70
Thompson
something
scored
points.
63, and I think Gervin scored like maybe in the high 50s, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I think Gervin won.
He
You think Gervin won?
I think Gervin
thought
won it.
Thompson won.
I think Gervin won it because
Okay.
I think Thompson played first and he scored like
yeah.
50 something crazy.
You're right.
And then,
think you're right.
They said George Gervin had 50 something in the first half.
Crazy.
Finished with like 73 or something crazy.
Crazy.
Neil said
Crazy.
throw can he throw Buck Williams in the mix? The only problem with that is Buck Williams left in 81. He
What
was
school did Buck
drafted
Williams go to?
Maryland.
Maryland.
That's
yeah.
right.
But the only thing was
Yeah, well, he played in the 80s. I mean, what's so
Yeah. Yes.
yeah,
I don't remember Buck. I mean, I remember, but I don't remember him making like noise like that.
yeah, he was
Oh
tough
yeah,
at
he was
Maryland.
good. Oh,
He was tough at
good.
Maryland. Yeah, he was tough
Okay.
at Maryland
Yeah.
for
Alright.
sure. For sure.
So if
He
you're
was
gonna
tough
throw
at
him in
Maryland.
the mix for that one, I mean, I would have to put Buck as one of the best power forwards, even though he did kind of play center with Maryland, but because they had Ernie Graham and Albert King down, you know,
Mhm.
in that front line. But
All right. Well, let's get into that second team,
Yeah.
ACC. So let's throw some names around and then we'll. 'Cause I think the first team was kind of you know,
Yeah.
the
Who would
obvious
you
picks.
toss some centers around? Who would be that second team center?
So let's see. You got
well,
you could start with like Brad Daugherty.
Brad Daugherty is the name I kind of
yeah.
would.
Well, throw another Carolina because Sam Perkins was playing center.
The center.
Yeah.
What about the boy Danny Ferry? What did he play?
He was a forward.
Power forward.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
like a power forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Leighton played a couple years in the 80s. He came up 88, 87, 88, 88, 89.
Well, you got to put him there then.
Was he there?
No, he came 89 was his freshman year.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought
okay.
he. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought he
89
kind
was his freshman year.
Yeah, he kind of
They-
missed it.
They knocked my boys out in the Elite Eight. He was going to work on Alonzo Mourning. Yeah, so you got Daugherty, you got Perkins,
Mhm.
that Dixon Center.
Yeah.
Think of some other centers from the ACC.
I think. Let me see. I had to go down.
Jerome
the
Lane,
line.
Pittsburgh.
He was a Big
forward.
East.
He was a forward. He was a Big East guy. But he was a forward too. He was only like 6'6".
What you call him had some good years up there with and I mean he might have maybe just caught the 90s. Mike Jameski would do early.
Yeah, the
Oh,
early
he was
80s.
an 80s guy. He was late 70s, early 80s.
Early 80s,
Who was that?
A little bit of the
Mike
80s.
Jameski. Now, Mike Jameski. Now, ironically,
I remember Jameski.
him and Buck Williams formed a nice little tandem with the Nets.
Right, with the Nets. Yep, I remember.
So,
Remember that?
yeah. Byron said John Sally.
John Sally. He was
I
good.
wouldn't put
He was good.
he was defensively, he was good.
He was good.
Yeah.
What
What's wrong
about
with John Sally, Cheese?
Huh?
What's wrong with John Sally?
Defense, I wouldn't put him ahead of like Sam Perkins if I had to.
what about Eldon Campbell?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Aldo
was.
was good. Yeah.
Aldo was decent. He was
That's a
decent.
good one.
Yeah, he was
Eldon
decent.
Campbell was good.
You know, yeah, the centers, man. You know,
After Sampson, it's
yeah. See, you're talking about the 90s, and Ralph dominated. I mean, what was he? He all ACC for 3 or 4 years. I don't know.
He was the national player of the year 3 years.
National player of the year for 3 years, so he definitely dominated.
Yeah, so
you think
Ralph
about
was easy.
The 80s had a whole bunch of great centers that they were just spread around the country, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a whole bunch of great
Yeah,
big
sure.
men.
Yeah,
All right, so let's figure out who we gonna put on this second team. Who gonna be
I
our
got Brad Daugherty,
got Daugherty?
That's a good one.
All right, we're gonna go Brad.
the guy that was drafted before Len Bias,
Yeah.
This is true.
#1 overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
Brad
This is
Daugherty
true.
had a nice NBA career too.
He sure did, man.
Yeah, and couldn't win a goddamn championship because of MJ.
Because of MJ. Yeah,
Ironically.
yeah. Did they ever play together? He was after
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, they played, I think, 1 year together for sure.
They played 1 year. Yeah,
Yeah, they played 1 year together. Probably his freshman year.
right.
Yeah, freshman, yeah, because Jordan left 84. So that may have been his freshman year. No, it might have been his sophomore. They might have played 2 years together.
They might have played a couple together. Saw Brad Daugherty doing race car commentary.
Yeah,
he's big
guy.
in it. He's been in that since he was a kid, man.
Yeah.
All right, so let's throw some power forwards around from the 80s from the ACC. So Neil threw out Buck Williams.
Yeah. Buck.
I'm gonna throw Horace Grant.
Horace Grant.
Horace Grant from Clemson.
Yeah.
Horace Grant.
In the 80s?
Yeah, he played in the 80s at Clemson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Horace Grant.
I don't know. Sam ain't played no power forward.
Sam Perkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Sam Perkins.
Yeah.
Perkins was tough too.
Perkins tough, man.
Oh man, he was
tough back then, man.
Yeah.
Perkins stayed on that first team all ACC.
Yeah, Neil threw in J.R. Reed.
When Jordan came to North Carolina, Perkins was already on the team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Neil threw out J.R. Reed, another North Carolina guy. Tough.
J.R. Reed.
Tough.
J.R. Reed.
Tough, man.
Yeah, he was. He was tough.
Let me see. Olden Polynice.
Olden Polynice with Virginia.
Polynice.
Was he a center or forward?
I think he played power forward too. Didn't he go back and forth? I don't know.
I think he played both.
I think he was center.
Well, we got to throw him in that mix too, I guess.
Danny Ferry. Don't forget Danny Ferry.
Danny Ferry was a good player.
Yeah, Danny Ferry.
The Mather didn't come up in this conversation.
The Mather dude.
Who's that?
Danny Ferry. There's some Ferry lovers on this call. Fuck. I didn't realize that.
God damn.
Danny Ferry's getting a lot of fucking love.
I think that damn red cup, man. The red cup.
I'm just sensing. I'm just feeling it. I'm like, damn.
God
damn.
I'm just taking note. I mean, Ferry's got like 1, 2, 3, like 4 damn mentions.
That's even worse than my Serena comment, CB.
All right. Damn.
Yeah.
I remember Kenny said, "Did he just say that shit on national? Did he just say that shit? Did he just say that shit?"
Who else, man? I'm trying to think. The NC State, they had some good power forwards, and them guys ain't ready.
What, Charles
Shackelford was all right.
And my
was
man
Washburn a center?
Washburn was a center.
Yeah,
Washburn was a center.
Oh, he's a center, okay.
And my man who Lorenzo Charles, remember?
Lorenzo Charles was good.
Lorenzo Charles, yeah, he was good.
He was good.
Yeah,
they was good though. They wasn't
right. They
all-time great.
Nah, they weren't all. Yeah.
These was good.
Yeah.
What about Maryland? Maryland, I mean, it's tough, man. I had to limb bias, man. All the rest of them guys is kind of
like Ben Coleman.
And Ben Coleman was decent.
It's pretty good.
Oh, he made it to the league.
Yeah, Ben Coleman was decent.
Yeah.
What year did Joe Smith play?
That was the
90s. 94, 95, something like that. 96.
Yeah, Joe. That 2 years he had, man. God damn.
Yeah, I like Joe Smith, man.
Joe Smith.
That 2-year run he had was tough, man.
Yeah.
Set that shit on fire for real.
Yeah, he was tough.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I wasn't trying to miss none of them Maryland games when he was down that motherfucker, man. I was trying to catch one of them joints.
Yeah. We were all hyped anyway because Keith Booth was going. Yeah. So Baltimore was hyped about watching it, and Joe, man.
Joe came out of nowhere on it.
Came out of nowhere, man.
Against my guys.
Oh, he ripped a new asshole, Othello.
That was tough. I can't. That was the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And we got off work early that day. I hauled ass home because the game was on in the afternoon. That Friday afternoon after Thanksgiving, I hauled ass home, man. I said, man, Georgetown coming on. Georgetown, Maryland. With I wanted to see Turk. I wanted to see Keith Booth. It was the Hoyas, man. I'm like, shit, it's Georgetown.
Right.
Man, goddamn Big John ain't know what the hell hit him, man. Who was this goddamn Smith kid? Who was this kid? Man, he wasn't in the scouting report.
Exactly.
Ben
Wow.
Collins said Brian Williams.
Yeah,
Who?
Brian
Brian
Williams,
Williams?
man. He
He
only
only played
had
1 year.
He had that 1 year in Maryland. And
Bison Daly.
All right.
He-
That's how I was. That's how I was
he
thinking.
was pretty goddamn good that 1 year too.
Yeah.
Yes, he was,
Did he
man.
transfer to another school,
Wow.
or he just went to the
No,
to
he
the
transferred
association?
to
All right,
Arizona.
Ben.
He was, man. Yes, he
Ben
was.
went too far. Ben went too far now. He said Hermanville.
Hermanville.
Come on, Ben. Come
Oh,
on, Ben.
hell no.
Come on, Ben. Come on, man. You just throwing shit out.
Hermanville.
Come on, Ben.
Mm.
He said he got Mustaf too. Mustaf only played the 1 year.
Gustav.
He 1 year, but he was tough.
He was tough, man. You
Tough,
know, that
man.
was these are Wade.
I
These
just
are
kidding,
Wade
Ben. I
guys.
just kidding, man.
Yeah, he was a Wade guy. Yep.
He was a Wade guy, man. And Wade pulled Brian Williams, man, from California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure
Yeah,
did, man.
California, man. You know, Brian Williams was the son of the lead singer for the Platters.
Yeah.
That sure was. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
His
true.
daddy was the lead singer for the Platters. And in
Good
fact,
pull.
when Brian Williams came to Maryland, it made Alonzo Mourning go to Georgetown because
Mhm.
Alonzo Mourning was coming to Maryland. And then when they bought Brian Williams, who was like one of the top rated guys in the nation, he was rated a little higher than Mourning. Mourning said, I need to get some time, man. I'm going to Georgetown.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Good pull, Dean. That's a good one,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. And that was the power of Bob Wade,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the guy who they ran out of town.
They ran him on out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So who let's narrow down our power forward. Who we going?
Was Thurl Bailey a power forward?
Oh, good player, man.
He got them
Ooh.
show.
Good player.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Wasn't
like
he
I say,
at, NC State?
NC State.
Yeah.
I knew NC State had
Yeah.
some players.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
Thorough
knew they had
Bailey.
some players. The Thurl Bailey was tough.
He was tough.
He was tough.
Tough, man.
No relation to Pearl. Oh, God. I'm sorry, CB.
All right. So who we gonna roll with?
You allowed one.
I'm sorry, man. You right.
Who we gonna roll with, fellas, to get that power forward slot on the second squad?
I don't know.
Coming out the bench.
We might
So
have to
who
have.
we got? We got Forrest Grant, Thurl Bailey,
J.R.
Williams.
Reed, Buck Williams, J.R. Reed.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, J.R. Reed. I remember J.R. North Carolina.
I don't know, man. That's Sam Perkins.
Perkins.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
How many you got to pick? Two?
one.
This one.
Oh, just one?
Yeah. I go with Perkins.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Sam Perkins.
I'm gonna go Sam. There's a lot of North Carolina Tar Heels on this motherfucker already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ben said Ernie Graham. Only thing, I mean, he did touch the decade of the 80s. You know, I still think he has the Maryland scoring record for a game.
He does.
Yeah, he do.
What was it,
Man,
44?
one of the
44.
great shooting performances of I watched that game, man. One of the greatest shooting performances. And I mean, he only played like how many minutes in a college game?
40.
40. He might have played 28 minutes in that game
Yeah.
and dropped 44.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just
Unbelievable.
couldn't miss.
Unbelievable.
I tell you what,
miss.
if people would have asked, you know, if they were to say, describe an East Baltimore dude for me if you've never been to East Baltimore. Show him a picture of Ernie Graham.
Mhm.
That's serious.
Right.
Had the gold too.
Mm-hmm.
Had the cool hair. Always kept his hair fresh.
Yes, had the
That was,
way
that was Ernie Graham, man. That was Ernie Graham.
all them grand boys.
Yeah.
Ernie
seen him
Graham
last
from Baltimore?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I didn't know
Oh
that.
yeah. Albert King is from New York though.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, you know
Yeah,
that.
man.
His brother is
Bernard's
Right.
little brother.
Oh, yes, right. That's right.
in
Bernard's
Narsee
little
High
brother.
School, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So-
Thomas Jefferson, I think.
Yeah.
So let's do small forwards.
Small forwards.
Mm.
Well, somebody just said Al King.
Albert King,
Albert King. Jeff Lant.
Jeff Lant,
Ooh.
Dwayne Farrell.
Dwayne
Farrell.
Farrell.
Gene Banks.
Oh, Gene
Gene Banks.
Banks.
Gene Banks was
Yeah.
tough.
Another Dookie.
Yeah.
Where did Gene Banks play?
What about
Play the Duke.
we never did we mention Larry Nance's name anyway? We
No, but that's a great one. Wow.
He was in the 80s
Hell yeah, he played with
Yeah.
Mark Price in the Cleveland,
Yeah.
remember?
in
Larry Nance.
college.
No, I'm saying he played with Mark Price.
I know he played with them in Cleveland,
Right.
but was he
You
in
remember
college?
them playing Georgia Tech, Clemson?
Clemson. He Clemson boy.
He had to be in the early 80s before I was really watching.
Yeah. He was definitely Nance was definitely in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Early.
That's
I
a
don't
good
remember
one,
him.
man.
Yeah,
I
Nance.
don't remember him from
Yeah, I like
college.
that one.
So Larry Nance.
Hold on, how you remember Ralph Sampson? Don't remember Larry Nance?
Who didn't know Ralph Sampson?
Yeah.
You know, who didn't know Ralph Sampson, man? Ralph Sampson.
Nance got some boys playing too. He got one in the NBA and one in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, Worthy's on the first team, Ben.
Yeah.
We already got Worthy on the first.
Yeah, so we got
All right.
We got Al King for small forward, Al King and Gene Banks,
And Jeff Lamp and
Jeff Lamp, Dwayne Farrell.
Farrell was up in there. Farrell, yeah. I think
remember
Al
that.
Wood was small forward too.
yeah. And my boy, the lefty, Adrian Branch.
Oh, Adrian Branch, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played like two, but he was definitely
Yeah, we can put him at the
but
two.
he could definitely a small forward.
We can
too.
put him at the two. Yeah. Because he was
Who else? Y'all like Mark Allery and them guys. I remember he was out there trying to do a little something.
Yeah, he was all right.
Mark Allery got a daughter that's playing in the WNBA right now.
Okay.
What team?
Black chick.
No, white chick.
Like, what was it? What's her name? Serena?
Damn, P.
This dude, man. This guy
Motherfucker can't behave, man.
Nah, you know, I knew there was some bullshit early on. You talking about, nah, I'm be good tonight. I knew there was some bullshit, man.
Coming in all innocent, wearing that innocent project shit, man. Fucking criminal acting.
Joe Smith is in the 90s, Jonathan. We talking about
this strictly 80s. Strictly 80s. All right, so small forward. Let's narrow it down. Let's throw somebody on the squad. So we need somebody to give Len Bias a break, because Lenny gonna play most of the game.
Yeah.
He ain't coming out, but a few minutes here and there.
I got Bernard's little brother in that slot.
Al King.
Albert King.
Yeah.
Albert King. And that'll break up some of this North Carolina shit we got going on.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to show them too much goddamn love.
Right.
All right, so we got a small forward, a power forward in the center. So let's get a shooting guard. So now, some shooting guards that we got from the 80s. You know, so
Rodney Monroe.
For sure.
Rodney Monroe.
For sure.
He put on a hell of a show down the Civic Center to knock off Lake Clifton, hit that 60-footer at the end of the game to win it.
Anybody seen Thomas Jordan yet? Did he come back? I'm just asking for a friend. That's all.
Couldn't find him on that bench that game. See him in the second half. He walked off.
So who's Thomas Jordan? I gotta add.
Well, Thomas Jordan was probably the most touted big man to come out of Baltimore at that time in a long time. So he went to Oklahoma State, I think.
Yes.
Yep.
But during that time, Lake Clifton had a very good high school team. So their team played the Catholic League champion, which was Maria Goretti, which is from Hagerstown, Maryland.
Yeah.
So they played down this arena. At that time, it was the Civic Center.
Mm-hmm.
And
still the Civic Center.
Yeah. So it was a legendary game, and Rodney Monroe hit how many feet was the shot?
It was a deep shot. It was a long shot from the beyond half court.
Like beyond half court to win the game.
Like 3/4 court.
Yeah.
Right.
Rodney Monroe was, if you call box office in high school,
right,
that's what he was.
That's what he was.
what he was. I mean, 40. What
Sounded
did
like
he
you
average
was
40
throwing
points a
some
game or
shade on
something?
somebody, but I
Like
wasn't
that.
sure.
Huh?
I said it seemed like you was throwing shade on somebody, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I did a little bit, but
Okay, all right.
The guy Jordan that he talked about, Lake Clifton played them. Jordan left the game. He got into an argument with the coach and all this stuff, and he just left the game, left the floor.
At halftime.
Big fellas, I'm sorry, man, but big fellas on expression, man, it's killing me, man, because he's like, oh shit.
He was he left at halftime. He went in the locker room and ain't come back. He put his shit on.
Come out. He ain't come back.
If I'm not mistaken, Lake Clifton was undefeated too, wasn't he?
You know what? They could have been.
I think I heard that they were undefeated.
So he took the shot, made the shot, and you never heard from
No. The shot came after that.
The shot came at the buzzer.
So I think they were saying he was feeling like he wasn't getting the ball enough, or he had some discrepancy about how the game was going. So at halftime, you know, when they went in the locker room, he went there and put his shit on and left.
Right.
He didn't come back out for the second half. Yeah. And the game still went down to the last shot.
Shot.
You know,
but he did not make that shot.
No.
No, Rodney Monroe.
Rodney Monroe made the shot.
From Hagerstown. And it's like unheard of for Hagerstown.
So who's this other guy you're talking about? I thought it was Rodney that you was talking about.
No, they was talking about Thomas Jordan. Because you asked who Thomas Jordan was.
Oh, Thomas Jordan. Gotcha.
Yeah, Thomas Jordan.
Gotcha.
But I mean, he still made out pretty well. He played in the NBA for a while too.
Oh yeah.
Overseas. So he made out. That was just a blip on his legacy there.
I can't tell which dude Cheese is throwing shade on. I gotta ask.
Sorry, man. I won.
So that's all.
For the second guard, for the number 2 guard on the second team, who we think?
Well, somebody said Monroe name already, and who else we tossed out there? Did we get everybody?
We threw Rodney out there.
Johnny Dawkins, y'all think he could go?
Johnny Dawkins, I put Johnny Dawkins.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Johnny Dawkins.
Well, Dawkins mine.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that.
I'm trying to think of some more.
Yeah, who else they had out there?
I think we said Branch.
Well, Adrian Branch.
Adrian
Branch was out there. Derek Wittenberg, was he point guard or shooting guard? He was shooting.
He was a shooting guard. Sidney Lowe was the point guard.
Sidney Lowe had the point.
North Carolina State, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody said, Stacy said, Muggsy, we didn't get to the second point guard yet, Stacy.
Yeah.
What's up, Stacy? What's going on, brother? My man. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and go Johnny Dawkins.
Yeah. That's me.
I don't think you go wrong with Johnny Dawkins coming in.
No, I think he's it. He's the one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Johnny Dawkins on that one. So that leaves us with a point guard, the second point guard for the ACC. So, somebody threw Muggs out.
Muggsy.
Kenny Smith.
Yeah.
Kenny Smith can get in there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the teams.
Man. What about
Keith Gatlin is a personal favorite, but I don't know if he'll be.
Was he 80s? He was 80s, right?
He was 80s for sure.
Oh yeah, that was my dude.
Who's that?
Man.
Keith Gatlin.
That was my man.
Yeah, he'd be a sentimental pick.
Point guard Sidney Lowe.
Sidney Lowe was tough.
Sidney Lowe was pretty tough down there.
With Jimmy Black.
Jimmy Black was in the 80s. Othell Wilson. He ran with Ralph.
Number 11.
He ran with Ralph, yeah. Frank Johnson ran with Wake Forest.
I think he said Greg Manning.
Yeah.
Greg Manning.
I used to like Greg Manning, man.
Yeah, he had a good game. Yeah, he had a nice game to him.
Greg Norrit.
Hey.
Where the hell he find that name from?
Did you you say that shit on national TV?
What could he say? Oh, damn.
You still got your disclaimer, don't you, Kenny?
Yeah, I got that shit, man.
Yeah, don't forget, you can throw that out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw it. I'm gonna have to keep that on deck.
6 degrees of separation. Did you know Greg Nard worked for Tiger Woods?
Is that right?
I don't know if he still does, but he was on his team at one time.
Yeah, because his basketball career wasn't gonna get him too far.
Nah.
Right.
I'm gonna say that on national TV.
Nah.
Right.
Yeah,
He
big. We
won the
got Mark
PTP.
Price. Mark Price is our guard on our first team.
Yeah, Tommy Amica had some good years.
Tommy
down
Amica.
Yeah.
Duke.
I can't give too many Duke guys too much love.
Yeah, well,
This is going too far. There's too many North Carolina guys on this motherfucker for me.
Chris Cortiani.
Cortiani,
nice.
he had a pretty good some years, couple good years down there. Yeah,
Ain't Cortiani still the all-time assist leader in
might
the
be.
ACC?
He could be.
He could be. Yeah.
Monroe Tyler, what's up, brother? Appreciate
What's up,
you.
Monroe? What's good, man?
Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Money. What's up, money?
Got my man got some theme music.
Yeah.
All right, so where we at?
See, you know what? Hey, Kenny.
Uh-oh.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
Bink is like an OG, right? He a few years older. Bink, come Bink. Hey, you would have to delete Bink for the rest of the night, man. I'm sorry, man. This is going over the top, man. Come on, Binky. Come on, Binky. Come on, man. And the thing about it, I know Binky knows sports. So I think he just throws shit out there just to...
What Binky say?
He said Jeff Baxter. Come on, Bink.
Bink a DC guy, man. I mean, he Baltimore, but he spent a lot of time in DC.
No.
Baxter.
Bink doing like this. Throw a motherfucking name.
Jeff Baxter.
Oh. Jeff Atkins. Jeff Atkins.
Remember Jeff Atkins?
Oh, Jeff Atkins.
Yeah. Yeah, Baxter's fame came from him. What, being in the room or when Liddy died or something?
God damn.
That's his fame.
He walked in on that shit.
He walked in on it, yeah.
Yeah, they said we gotta tighten up. Tighten up when he come in here.
Hey, look, Ben said that Crown Royal talking.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. So who we gonna put in that point guard spot, fellas? The second point guard.
No.
Yeah, this is tough. This is a tough one. We had Kenny Smith, right?
Yeah, we had Kenny.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe I had to go with Kenny Smith, man.
You picking him over Cortiani?
I would.
So.
I would.
Okay.
I would. I think so.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Kenny it is.
Kenny. Yeah.
Kenny, you lucky because your name is Kenny.
he get the nod.
You get the nod, brother.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Oh, so wait a minute, hold on. Are we putting him over Muggsy?
Yeah, I'm
gonna put him over Muggs now. Muggs did make first team all
He sure did.
And one of them years.
That's a good
I'm sure Kenny was on the first team too.
Yes, he did. Yeah, matter of fact, they was on the same first team.
I'm sure they was on there too.
Yeah.
But they was the same years. They was the same, they was the same 4 years.
The same year, yeah.
I know Kenny was tough down there.
Yeah, I gotta go with Kenny.
And man, it ain't no slight, man. We talking about the top 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no slight, man. Muggs might have got the third nod if we was going 3 deep.
Nah, I gotta say you guys are slighting him. Yeah. You know, CB gonna go to New York.
Says the guy that said he was gonna behave tonight.
I know.
See, the only thing with Rudy Archer, Rudy Archer came from Allegheny.
Yeah.
And I don't think his body of work is as much as Kenny Smith.
Yeah.
But Ben said Rudy's a beast though.
Rudy, that one year he was
Rudy
at
was good,
Maryland
man.
was fantastic.
Rudy was good, man.
In high
Fantastic.
school, man. Rudy Archer in high school, man. I went down to that Dunbar game.
He went to Southwestern, didn't he?
He went to
Yeah.
Southwestern.
Yeah.
They was playing Dunbar, and he went baseline. He was left-handed.
Mhm.
Rudy was left-handed. He went baseline and cuffed that ball, man. And what was them twins' name? Perry.
Perry and Terry.
The Doja.
Perry and Terry.
The Doja
Tried to
boy.
block it. Both of them tried to block it. And man, he cuffed that ball and dunked that shit so hard, man. I mean, he turned the gym out, man. It took like 5 minutes to clear everybody off the floor because the everybody ran on the floor. They was throwing their hats and jackets and shit, man. One of the greatest dunks I've seen. You know, eyeballed myself.
Yeah.
And Perry and Terry was what, 6'9" and 6'10".
Yeah, legit.
And
6'9", 6'10".
And Rudy was what, 5'9", 5'10". 5'11".
He might
about
have
6'2".
been 6'2". He about 6'2".
I think he was 6'2".
He was about 6'2".
Yeah, I think
about
Rudy.
6'2".
I think Rudy was 6'2".
He was that tall. Right.
But with them Giants, he probably didn't look it.
Yeah. But God damn, he threw that ball down that day.
So our ACC squad, we got at the center position, we got Ralph Sampson, number 1, Brad Doherty coming off the bench. Our power forwards is James Worthy, Sam Perkins. Small forward is Len Bias, Albert King. Our shooting guards is Michael Jordan, Johnny Dawkins. And the point guard is Mark Price and Kenny Smith. All in favor?
Good teams. Good teams.
Yeah.
Good teams with good players.
All right.
Hey, how about selecting a coach
An ACC coach
for the 80s?
for the 80s.
Yeah.
All right. So, of course, you got Dean Smith.
Dean Smith. Coach K was in
Coach
there.
K was in there. Crimmins. Bobby Crimmins.
Yeah.
Jimmy V.
Lefty. One lefty in there for some of the mates. Lefty Drizel.
Lefty was in there. Who else?
The boy we mentioned from Georgia Tech, Crimmins.
Crimmins, yeah.
Crimmins.
Got to go with Dean.
Yeah, I think so.
He got half the goddamn roster on his squad.
I think so. I don't think it's an argument there.
Let me throw Coach Dean Smith up in there.
Yeah, and then, you get a bonus for having that first name. I learned that from somebody.
Clemens could be his assistant.
Living you learn.
Yeah,
Second team coach.
Stacy said Bob Wade. Yeah, Bob will get my vote.
He get my vote. I love Bob Wade, and I love
all day.
I love what he would have done for Maryland if they had left him alone.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Cheese said he's gonna be back.
Yeah.
But,
So y'all have a backup for Dean Smith?
Will somebody sit on the bench with him?
Yeah, it'd be akin to him being like the second team.
Yeah, put
Coach K start rolling, but he
I can't.
Coach K didn't start rolling yet.
Yeah, he was getting his footing together in the 80s.
He starting to get it together.
He busted the door open in the 90s.
Yeah.
He busted the door open in the 90s and shit. But I would go like
I go with Valvano.
Jimmy V.
Jimmy V was around then, yeah.
Jimmy V got a championship in the 80s.
He did get a championship.
So we'll go ahead and go Jimmy V.
Go Jimmy V, and we'll go Jimmy V, man, on the strength of that goddamn speech he gave that time.
Never give up.
We'll never give up.
Never give up, baby.
Jimmy
Sam Perkins, Binky's on our second team. If that's the Sam Miami you're talking about, or you talking about Sam Cassell? Cassell was the 90s.
Right.
Sam Cassell came in the 90s.
Yeah. I had him on my thing there, but I realized he was in the 90s.
All right.
I had Jay Will on my team too.
Who?
Jay Williams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's 90s though.
Yeah. Shit, Williams was 2000s too.
Yep. J Will's 2000?
Yeah, they won the championship in 2001.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So now we're moving over to the grown man conference
Uh-oh.
in the 1980s, man. You had to be grown man to play that Big East.
Who you got number one? I already know who you got number one. Who I suspect.
Come on, man. You want my first five?
I'm talking about the very first player you gonna name.
Number 33.
Well, the center for the first 10.
Number 30.
I'm gonna see if it's the first one I got on mine.
Number 33 in the program. Number 1 in our hearts.
That's right.
Patrick. Right.
I knew that was gonna be it. Yep.
The current coach for the Georgetown Warriors.
Sure. Yeah, Pat Ewing.
Pat Ewing.
You know, there is no Big East without Pat.
Oh, Pat. And
so and Pat is unanimous, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just a little side story. You know, Pat went down to North Carolina and was entertaining the thought of going to North Carolina. And he actually went on a recruiting trip while Jordan was there. And these guys, have heard of each other and all that kind of stuff. He said that when Jordan first saw him down there on that trip, Jordan looked at him and said, "I'm going to dunk on you." And Pat said he looked at this guy. He was like, "Who is this guy?" Yeah. Talking like that. But Pat was really interested in going down there to North Carolina. And you think about that. And him and Jordan had played together down there. Yeah. But he said that the day that he was down there, and they all stay up in the dorms and everything while they're on these recruiting trips. He said he looked out the window and he saw a KKK meeting out the window, and they were out there burning the cross. He said that was it for him.
Yeah, I'm good.
He said, "Let me get my black ass back up north." And he wound up going to, of course, Georgetown.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't have been fair for him and Mike to be balling together, and Worthy and Sam Perkins and all them on the same team, man. It just wouldn't have been fair.
Been fun to watch, though.
Yeah, it would have been fun. It would have been fun. But another little side story is that Michael Jordan wanted to go to Virginia.
I did hear that.
He wanted to go to Virginia, and they were not recruiting him because Virginia thought that they were recruiting Chris Mullin heavy, and Chris Mullin had said that he was going to Virginia. So they didn't even recruit Jordan. So Jordan had to switch up and look somewhere else. And of course, he landed at North Carolina. Now that would have been Jordan and Ralph Sampson together. Yeah, at Virginia.
And that's probably some shit that pissed Mike off somewhere down the line. He fucked Chris Mullin up for about 47, 50 points.
Yeah, I mean, he probably fucked him up in them Dream Team games and shit. Yeah. All right. Mike don't forget nothing.
No. So my second obvious pick for the Big East is goddamn Pearl Washington.
Oh, yes, sir. Got him. Yes, sir.
He's my number 2 guy behind Patrick.
Yeah, I mean,
Boys and Girls High, Brooklyn.
There is no, he is the point guard of the Big East.
Pearl Washington.
Yeah,
what a show. What a show. Never forget the iconic sign. Beat it, Michael Jackson. Pearl is the real Thriller.
Yeah.
You had that sign up in there when they were playing Georgetown, and they had Michael Jackson on the
team.
And listen, I still remember watching this game. I can't remember who Syracuse played, but I still remember when he picked up his dribble and threw. I mean, I still to this day haven't seen a player do this. Almost a full court bounce pass to Ronnie Cycli.
Yeah.
Layup.
Yeah.
Like damn. Like I've never seen a player be able to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he didn't even get to the free throw line and just like whip it. And a bounce pass. Not just a bounce pass.
Earl was fun to watch, man. That guy was fun to watch, man. And
he had a thick body. He had a thick body.
Very thick point guard. Had that strength. He was a showman, you know, and I think tragically he died of what, brain cancer?
No, I think he had
something like that.
Something with blood pressure, because he lived in Harlem, and he lived like in the same building with a good friend of mine. And Pearl had actually blew up in weight. I think he was like 300, 350, something like that. He blew up. But really, I think it was something around, it could have been a heart attack or blood pressure, something to that effect. But man, when he was at Syracuse, and even when he was in high school, I've seen him play in high school. He was
the real deal.
Yeah.
Well, Neil,
who else you got, Coach?
52 years old.
Neil asks, we taking Pearl over Sherman Douglas. I say yeah.
Oh yeah.
I say
absolutely, all day.
Yeah, I say yeah. And I like Sherman.
Yeah, I like Sherman.
You know, when I think about Pearl, and I think about Eric Snow and GP, you know, and when he got his chance to shine in Philadelphia, Eric Snow, just like he led. You know, and when Sherman was the same way with because he was a sub, and then when Pearl left, he was able to
he took him right to the championship.
Carry the show.
Yeah, Sherman was tough down there.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was tough in Syracuse.
Yeah, he was strong. He was strong.
Yeah, I think he had some years at didn't he play for Miami Heat?
Yeah, he bounced around the league a little bit.
Yeah.
Celtics, Heat.
Yeah.
All right, so got Pearl, got Pat. So the shooting guard only came up with 2 names at the shooting guard, and then really, because Mullen played a slow small forward too.
Right.
So he could be small forward or the shooting guard.
I had a question with Mullen.
What was the question?
No, that was my question. What like to include? Yeah.
So then the other 2 names that I came up at the shoot guard was Sleepy Floyd and then Dana Burrows from Boston College.
Yeah. Dana's was tough.
Yeah, Dana was a bucket.
Dana was tough.
Dana Burrows.
He made Boston College relevant, man. Yeah.
Sleepy was tough too, man.
Yeah, Sleep was tough.
Yeah, Sleepy was tough, man.
So would y'all put Mullen at a 2 or a 3?
I had Mullen at a 3.
Yeah, Mullen at a 3.
Yeah, but you know, did he play 2? Play some 2?
Because he played 2 in the league.
In the league, yeah.
He played 2 in the league, but in college, I think he's more of a 3.
He was a 3, yeah.
Didn't he play alongside Jackson?
Yeah, maybe 1 year. 1 or 2. Yeah, 1 or 2 years. But Jackson was a reserve mostly when he was there. And then Jackson took over the starting job like after Mullen left.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Sleepy, man.
Sleepy.
Sleepy was tough, man.
I like Sleep.
Okay.
So I go Sleep. And Sleep was a bucket.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Sleep was a bucket. Sleep was a bucket. All right. Small forward. So y'all know who I'm picking. Y'all already know who I'm picking. So y'all, you know.
Who you got?
You know, I'm Reggie Williams all day. I'm Reggie today, tomorrow, next month, last month. Reggie, my guy. So he look, Reggie gonna either be on the first team or he gonna be on the second team.
I got you.
Yeah, it's Reggie, man. It's Reggie for me. Reggie or Chris Mullen.
Yeah, it's them too.
Oh, Reggie over Chris Mullen.
And then Walter Berry. Walter Berry was.
Oh yeah, I got Walter Berry.
Is Walter Berry? He was small forward or?
I think he played
I
both.
think he was a small forward.
He was.
I had him listed as small, but I think he played a little both.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, he swung back and forth.
He wasn't Reggie Williams stuff though.
No.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
No,
biased.
I would agree. I would put Reggie Williams over Walter Berry, but Walter Berry's he's a favorite.
Yeah, and then
He went to Ben Franklin High School, I believe.
yeah. So who y'all want? Y'all want Mullen or Reggie at the small forward?
I'll go with Reggie. Reggie over Mullins all day.
Yeah,
That's not even a debate to me.
I'm gonna go with Reggie too.
Yeah, say less.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Say less.
It's an argument. It's an argument for the other guy, but I'm going with Reggie. Reggie and the Miracles.
Yeah. Hey, say less.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now the power forward on the first squad. So a couple of things damn. So I had Ed Pinckney,
Mm-hmm.
Otis Thorpe,
Mm-hmm.
Jerome Lane, and my last one is the guy, Derek Coleman.
Yo, that's who I got.
Derek Coleman. I was going down the list, and Derek Coleman was the last one I put. But I was like, shit, Derek Coleman came in.
Yeah, man.
He was ready for prime time coming in.
He's strong.
Absolutely, no doubt.
Yeah,
That's who I had. I had Ben Coleman.
Yeah,
he was a beast.
No, Derek
he was a fucking beast.
Derek Coleman. Yeah, Binky said Michael Brown. I mean, Mike Brown. You talking about Michael Graham?
Graham.
Or did you mean Mike Graham?
Georgetown. I remember Michael Graham.
Yeah, Graham only had the 1 year.
1 year.
Right. I remember him.
Year. So that's the first team.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So we got Pat Ewing, Derek Coleman, Reggie Williams, Sleepy Floyd, Pearl Washington. So it's Georgetown, Syracuse.
Right. Ain't that something?
Pretty much all Georgetown, Syracuse.
Wow.
Well, we might well pick the coach down. Big John.
Yeah,
Big John.
Big John up there. And fuck it, Boeheim gonna be on the side with him.
Right.
They pretty much dominated the 80s for the Big East.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Boeheim. So he's gonna be the second coach.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go with that second squad. So some centers I had. We had two other ones. Charles Smith from Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie Cycli from Syracuse.
Yeah.
Who else?
Charles Smith.
Was there any other ones that we could think of? Like Ed Pinckney played center
Did he play center?
He played center. He was more of a center at Villanova.
Yeah, he might be the one.
Yeah, Pinckney was more of a center.
Yeah.
He gave big fella some problems.
Yeah.
He gave big fella some problems.
Yeah.
When they matched up, he was quick because he was quick. You know what I'm saying? He had that quickness.
Right.
Yeah, I would go with him.
Okay. No argument here.
Ed Pinckney.
He's from the Bronx, Stevenson High School.
Okay.
Just needed to point that out.
All right.
That's the Bronx.
He was on that national championship team, wasn't he?
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
What about so the second power forward? Jerome Lane, Otis Thorpe, Walter Berry.
Walter Berry, right.
Who else, man? Who the UConn wasn't that good in the 80s.
Right.
UConn
really, like the 90s, they came
on. They had some guys in the 90s like Cliff.
Because you had Kerry Kittles, you had Allen.
Let me think. Bink said Bill Martin from Georgetown.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty good.
Yeah, I think Walter Berry.
Walter Berry.
But who was the other one? You had Walter Berry, Jerome Lane.
Walter Berry was tough, man.
He was tough. That was my boy, man. I like Walter Berry.
Berry was tough, man. Thinking about.
So Rodney Pierce said, who was the guy from Seton Hall? Seton Hall. So I'm trying to think in the 80s. Seton Hall was a bottom feeder too. I'm sure they had some ball players. I just remember them being not real good in the 80s until the late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And they had like Anthony Avent and
Terry DeHare.
Terry DeHare came like in the
Late 80s.
He was an 89, 90 guy. He graduated high school same year I did.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think Walter Berry gonna be the guy.
I think he is.
Right. Let's go with Walter Berry.
I think he is.
Walter Berry gonna be the guy. All right, let me see. Then we got the small forward Mullen.
Yeah, Chris Mullin.
Mm-hmm.
Mullen.
And I just want to let y'all know that Chris Mullin has officially put a protest in
Oh, I'm sure he have.
for not being selected or as first team. So just want to let y'all know that.
Too bad, Chris. You know, this is a Baltimore show, brother.
That's right.
You know, Reggie is a homie.
Yes, he is.
I know his brother personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Kittles. He's talking about Kerry Kittles. Kerry Kittles was in the 90s. Bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Kerry Kittles was in the 90s.
Yeah, Kittles had a nice game.
Yeah, it keeps tough.
Yeah.
He's all right.
He's all right. All right, so now the shooting guard. Who was the second shooting guard? So I mentioned Dana Barrows earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, Dave Wingate, but I wouldn't put Dave Wingate like as an all-time.
Right.
And he was tough at Georgetown.
He was tough.
He was, but if I have a choice between Wingate and Dana, I'm going with Dana.
Yeah, Dave gonna play some defense for you for sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
He gonna lock some motherfuckers down.
Mm-hmm.
Dana
gonna light it up.
Yeah, Wingate, man. Damn.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, because the shooting guards, because you know, then the 80s, man, was just, it wasn't really shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? It was a big man game in the 80s.
Right.
It was more big men dominated in the 80s. So shooting guard, wasn't no real shooting guards that were just coming up lighting it up.
Right. They weren't real strong. Shooting guard. Yeah, they weren't real strong in the 80s.
I might have to. Damn.
Second team, huh? Yeah.
I mean, if it's about because now they would have to match up with Johnny Dawkins and Michael Jordan. So
right.
You know what I'm saying? We talking Sleep gonna hold his own.
He gonna hold his own.
You know, Dave Wingate gonna strap up.
Yeah.
Dana Barrow's gonna get you some buckets.
He's gonna get you some buckets.
Right.
So what we thinking? What we thinking here? Are we going buckets or are we going defense?
Yeah, it's
well, let's look at it like this. On the second team, who we got so far? We got Pickney.
Mm-hmm.
You got Berry.
Yep.
Who else we got?
Mullen.
And Mullen.
Yep.
I would go with Wingate.
You go Wingate?
I would go with Wingate. And the only reason why I would go with Wingate, because I'm gonna get scoring from Berry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get scoring from Mullen. Wingate locked me down. So if I can get scoring from Berry and from Mullen, and I can get garbage baskets from Wingate, and he's gonna play like lockdown defender, I would probably lean more toward Wingate, because when you have Burroughs a shooter, Dana is a shooter, and Walter Berry's a shooter. Mullen, I would go with Wingate.
Yeah,
It's a tough choice, though.
it's tough.
It's only because of the way the team is made up. I think that's the factor that I'm looking at.
And we talking college,
Right?
you know, we talking college and because it's easy to look at Michael Jordan and think of Air Jordan, you know.
Right. But
They
you got to
said
think about college Jordan.
Dean Smith's the only person held Mike under 20.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah. I might, and then
Well, I mean, this is a Baltimore show. We're coming out of Baltimore. David Wingate is a Dunbar alumni.
I mean, you can't do no hometown favorites, man. You can't do that shit, man.
You know,
That's not even fair, man.
Home flavor cooking, man. Home flavor cooking.
hey,
Coach, call a flag on the play. Flag on the play. Coach, call flag on the play, man. Red flag. Challenge that shit, man.
hey,
You from Baltimore too, man. What the
I'm
fuck
from
am I
here
talking
too,
about,
brother.
man? Shit, man.
Now that's after Brooks who said he would go with Wingate.
Yeah, we going with Wingate.
And the point guard gonna be something to think about.
Yeah, this point guard here. So I got Sherman Douglas, Mark Douglas,
Jackson.
Mark Jackson. I said Mark Douglas. Mark Jackson.
Yeah, Mark Jackson.
Also had John Bagley up there.
John Bagley.
John Bagley from
Boston College.
Yeah.
Wow.
And shit, might even get through Michael Adams in that motherfucker.
Yeah, why not?
Michael Adams. He was a.
I remember Michael Adams.
He was up there at Boston College too.
That's right. I remember Michael Adams.
I mean, Michael Jackson, Georgetown. I wouldn't say he was.
Right.
I wouldn't put Mike Jackson over any of them guys.
What about? Okay, yeah. I was thinking about.
What was the first name again, Coach?
Sherman Douglas.
That's who I got.
Yeah, Sherman.
I think I got to go with Sherman.
Yeah, Sherman. Yeah, Sherman tough, man.
Yeah, I think I got to go with Sherman.
Yeah, I think I'll go with.
Can we do honorable mention?
Nah,
no honorable mention. Damn, Coach.
Nah,
that's fucking rough, man.
Nah, we only need 10.
Okay.
Right.
Because these motherfuckers we got on here, they gonna be fighting to not come off the court.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. I would go with Sherm, and Sherm got that. You know.
Yeah. So we're going with the general.
True.
Boeheim was the other coach.
Yeah. So.
Lou kind of second could coach these guys.
Man, he might lose it.
Damn.
He might lose that shit, man. You know.
Who we gonna get to coach the second team?
Oh, Jimmy Boeheim.
Jimmy Boeheim.
Oh, okay.
And have him and
Big
John
John
wear the sweater. Both had their sweater on.
Yeah, so
we should do this for the 90s too, man. That should be fun too.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely do the 90s.
Yeah, that should be real cool.
Now I'm just looking at these lists.
Yeah.
That ACC team is tough, man.
Tough, man. It's tough, man.
Damn.
Tough, man.
That ACC team is tough.
It's loaded, man. It's loaded.
Damn.
It is loaded.
Yeah, that's tough right there, man. But I mean, the Big East ain't gonna lay down.
No, they ain't gonna lay down.
No, sir.
Lay down.
But you talking about Sampson and Jordan and Bias, Ferry.
God damn.
Who wins?
Mark Price.
Who wins? Who wins this game between ACC and the Big East? Who wins?
And in a one game.
Ooh.
If it's just one game.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna say the ACC.
I got to go with the ACC, man.
Yeah, I'll say the ACC will win that.
Yeah,
in a one game. If it's a 7-game series, Big East might can pull it out. But if you talk one game, like final, like the NCAA tournament type
right.
Yeah, I think the ACC will win this shit.
I don't think the Big East can fool with that ACC team in the 7-game series.
You know, I mean, it's gonna be tough.
It'd be tough. Now I ain't saying they gonna sweep them, but god damn, Ralph Sampson, Jordan, and Bias.
Yeah.
See, but you know what? I mean, you got Sampson, but I'm gonna put Ewing over Sampson.
Man.
And Sampson, I remember Sampson at Virginia. He was rough. But matchup head to head, I think
they played head to head. And Ralph won. I mean, Virginia won the game.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I would give the Big East the edge at point guard with Pearl Washington over Mark Price, and arguably you could. I mean, Patton and Ralph. I mean, but Jordan and Bias? God damn.
Yeah. And Worthy.
Yeah, Worthy.
Yeah.
Now, Derek Coleman.
We had Walter Berry on the second team, right?
Yeah.
So we had in the first. We got Pat, Pearl, Ben,
Derek Coleman,
Reggie Williams.
Yep. Sleepy Floyd.
That's what I'm missing.
Yeah.
Now, in college, to be fair, all these dudes are tough.
Oh yeah.
But if I'm a Reggie Williams guy, but Len Bias is taking them, is eating them for lunch.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. Right.
Eating them for lunch and dinner.
Yes, he is.
Jordan wins his matchup. I think Worthy wins his matchup.
Yeah.
I say Ewing wins his matchup, but coach disagrees. Sleepy Floyd.
Jordan and sleep. I'm gonna go Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Jordan.
Right.
Yeah.
Price and Pearl, I go Pearl.
I'm going Pearl on that one, man.
Yeah, I go Pearl on that.
Too much on that ACC, man. I mean, just too much, man. Too much.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, these some good squads.
They are. See, I think when you look at the Big East, I mean, Pat Ewing was the #1 overall pick.
Yeah.
But the rest of them guys, where did they go in the draft?
But you know what? When I look at the Big East starting five, I don't see a lot of scoring firepower. The scoring is there, but the ACC got that firepower.
But in college, Reggie was a bucket.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Sleep was a bucket. Derek Coleman could get you buckets when they need him to.
Could. Yeah, he could.
So they got some firepower if we just looking at college.
Right. I'm looking at college. I'm just looking at college.
If you're just looking at college, you know.
I think they
got some firepower.
I think that ACC starting five in college would probably beat any conference's top five in the 80s. That's a remarkable team right there.
Yeah. And then you look at the second teams.
Right.
You know, you got Kenny Smith and Johnny Dawkins in the backcourt. Sam Perkins, Albert King up front with Brad Daugherty. Ain't bad. It's not bad.
Ain't bad at all. Unless you know how powerful them 80s were for the ACC.
Yep.
We went with Daugherty?
Yeah. As the center.
Okay.
Yeah, as the center for the ACC. So then you're talking about the second team on the Big East. You got Pinckney in the middle, Mullen, Walter Berry, and Wingate and Douglas. So
I think the second team wins.
You think the second team, Big East?
Big East second team beats the second team ACC.
I don't know.
I would go with Big East second team.
No.
Pinckney, Berry.
That's tough. That's a tough series there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pinckney, tough. Berry. Who else we got?
Wow. Chris
Pinckney, Berry, Mullen, Wingate, Sherman
Wingate.
Douglas.
Douglas.
That's right. That's right.
Now,
That's
so
a tough.
so with these squads, right? So you got Dean Smith as the head coach. First, Big John. So we know Big John want to put some heat on him.
Mm-hmm.
Big John want to put some pressure on him the whole game. We know that.
Right.
We know Big John want to put some pressure on him, and
That's what he does.
he got Coleman, and he got Big Pat, and he like big people. You know, he like his big guys to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them dudes are tough, physical. You know, and then Coleman was Derek Coleman was a little more versatile at
Yeah, he
that
was.
time. You know, he could handle the ball,
He could, yes.
which you didn't see a lot back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, these ain't like runaways. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
They ain't runaways, but just the ACC just a little tougher.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know. Now Binky said we forgot Jaminski. We had mentioned him.
Yeah. Oh, Mike
Jaminski came up when we was picking
Yeah.
our ACC team. We just didn't put him on the
Right.
put him on the squad. And we only picked the top. We only picked 10 players, and then we went by position.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we went by position, so that's how we did that. So this was cool, man.
Yeah, I think so.
Something a little different.
I mean, just looking at these players, man, it was clear, you know, how great these two conferences were in the 80s. And you know, from a Baltimore perspective, you know, we were really blessed. You know, we had them great Dunbar teams.
Yeah.
And we did see our talent go to Georgetown. We saw Muggsy over there at Wake Forest. You know, and then Maryland with Len Bias rolling up in there, and Adrian Branch and them guys, the Big East and the ACC were the two best conferences in the country at that time.
That's facts. That's facts. Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I got to throw a flag, man.
Oh, it's all good. Come on with it.
This hometown shit, man. Dunbar, Maryland. I'm not understanding this, man.
It was a great time, man.
It's just like New York guys talking about hip hop. You know, all the greatest hip hop came out of New York. Everything great came from New York. You know,
yeah. But that's true. That's facts. That's facts.
Where's my red cup at?
But I mean, you guys are talking about bias but Pearl Washington, Boys and Girls High, King, Bernard King, Playground Legends.
Yes.
Yeah, Playground.
Mark Jackson. Come on, man.
Yeah.
The hometown. I'm gonna have to get some New York cats on here, man, because
New York.
I'm just surrounded with all the Baltimore City and Maryland, man. It's all around me and shit, man.
I mean, just understand, Brooks, man. You're a minority, man, on this show.
Oh fuck.
Hey.
Hey, when a brother can be called a minority, man, that's fucking dangerous, man. That's some dangerous shit, man.
And then, I mean, look at it like this.
I think Malcolm shedded a tear just now. Except with Malcolm just now. I don't think he appreciates that shit.
Hey, Brooks, I said that on behalf of Cheese.
Okay.
I felt like that was some shit Cheese would get in there.
Right.
But then you left New York for greener pastures, and you came to the Charm City. So you know.
Okay.
And we ain't giving you back.
Yeah, you know, you've been here. What?
Giving you back.
You got about 20 in, right?
what, like 03? I got 18. I got 18 in.
All right, yeah,
Good,
you
man.
know.
Oh, you strong, B-boy now. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, man, it's New York all day, man.
I know
I'm
you
sorry.
New York. I know you New York, man. We know.
You eat crabs with the best of
I eat the crab cake, man, but I ain't fucking tearing up my damn food, man. I don't understand that concept, man. I ain't trying to beat up my food. I'll tear apart my chicken wings, but that's it, man.
You ain't
I ain't fuck with them crabs. Like, give me a crab cake.
I'm
That's
from
how
here.
most people say.
I'm from
Most
here, and I
people.
don't eat them like that. So yeah, you ain't alone.
I can
You
dig
ain't
it.
alone. Yeah, this was good though. I
Yeah,
had
man.
fun with
Good,
this.
good stuff, man. Good
No.
stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the 90s and then go through the 2000s,
Yeah,
and we're probably gonna go into other conferences.
we got. I mean, it's a whole bunch of ways we can go with this.
And then you got the big dance coming up next in like what, 3 months?
Mm-hmm. Well, once we get it, we be rolling then. We be talking about all kind of stuff. So, a couple comments from the gallery, Neil say he think Walter Berry should be first team and Derek Coleman should be second team.
Ooh.
I definitely would disagree with that.
Walter Berry
Walter Berry was tough though. Like, I ain't saying,
Yeah, Walter Berry was tough.
but that's the thing about making lists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always somebody gonna feel slighted
Sure.
some kind of way.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a hell of a choice between Coleman and Berry. Yeah, tough one.
And then Binky said free Hermanville.
What did he say?
Brooks, you don't even know Hermanville, do you?
Free
Nah.
Hermanville.
Who that?
He played at
Hometown.
University of Maryland.
He played in Maryland.
He played at Maryland, man.
He not from Baltimore though.
Okay.
Not
He
at
not
all.
from
When
Baltimore.
did he play? He played in the 80s?
He was down there with Lynn Bias and them.
Oh, okay.
He was
He's
down
supposed to
there.
have been a strong defensive player.
Got it.
And a few times I think they would put him on MJ.
Yeah, that didn't turn out too well.
That didn't work too well.
Didn't work too well.
Yeah, it didn't go too well. Yeah.
Binky said also show the female some love. So
Mm.
that's something we definitely because we had talked about that too during the Mount Rushmore for females.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we definitely gonna have some female love, coming up.
Hey, listen, I told you guys, I think it was in one of the first episodes. I think we came on after the the WNBA championship, and man, I still got the game tape, man. That was a great damn series, man. And that last game, I think was game 5.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great game, man.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I love watching girls ball, the WNBA and college basketball. If you really want to watch some good basketball, fundamental basketball,
oh yeah,
that's
absolutely.
it. That's it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah, I used to watch it a little more regular than I have in the last few years. I haven't watched it in the last few. Then that's got something to do with the networks that is coming on as well. Because you gotta look for them games.
Right.
Connecticut got knocked off. I think Georgia Tech beat Connecticut this week.
Is that right?
Big upset. Yeah, knocked them off.
I didn't even hear about that one.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah, there was a few games that came. I think now, I think the college games are coming on Wednesday night. I think either Tuesday or Wednesday night.
Yeah, I mean, it should be games on every night now.
Yeah, they be rolling. It's a lot
It should be something on every night now.
Okay.
It's a big one tomorrow at in DC. The renewing the rivalry. Not ain't gonna be much of a game, but it's Georgetown and Syracuse playing tomorrow in DC.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had I known, I would have went.
They playing at Georgetown.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Had I known, I would have went. I would have made the time to get over there.
Right.
But I didn't even realize it until the day
that
they play tomorrow.
Have there been any names being tossed around, like officially for the Maryland basketball position?
I haven't even paid it any attention.
I haven't paid any attention.
I haven't even paid any attention. So
Jay Billis had some discussion. I didn't hear it, but they had some discussion about who they think the candidates for Maryland's head coaching job.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So
There was
Maryland,
one name that I can't remember the name now, but I did see a couple of names being tossed around. In fact, when I if I see it, I'll text it to the group.
so
Mhm.
let me throw this out. What y'all guys got going on tomorrow afternoon?
Tomorrow afternoon, I'm running around. I know that for sure.
Okay.
Tell me what time,
I
because
was
I'm
gonna
usually like
say,
running around.
Towson is playing up at Coppin
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
tomorrow. Yeah,
what
What
time?
time?
3
What time is
o'clock.
that game?
3
3?
o'clock. Yeah,
3 o'clock at Coppin.
at Coppin. Yeah, yep.
Wow.
3 o'clock at Coppin. Let me
Yeah.
see.
So
Wow.
I might make that ride to see my guy
Yeah.
T Nolan play against my alma mater.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. I
I'll see what I can
Ah,
check that.
Yeah, just let me know. If y'all free,
yeah. Yeah.
shoot up there, man. I might say I know I got some running around to do early.
Right.
Mhm.
I should be freed up by that time,
Mm-hmm.
and that'd be a good one to go see.
Yeah, no doubt.
That'd be a good one to go see. So if y'all free, just let me know.
Yeah.
But we're gonna wrap it up
Yeah.
for this week, man. This was good, man. The Big East ACC from the 1980s.
You almost did 3 hours, man.
Yeah, that's a long time.
9:30. Yeah. Beyond 12.
It's a long time,
It's all good.
So any parting words from the fellas?
I think it was great to go down memory lane. The 80s mean a lot definitely a lot to me during my era. I think the 80s decade was powerful in my life, coming out of high school and living them 80s and Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson and one Tyson in the 80s and
Yeah.
I mean the 80s, man, was a very, very powerful decade.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
the Big East was right there, part of that. Them Georgetown jackets and
Oh yeah.
and all that stuff, man. I mean, that was some real heavy stuff back then, man.
Yeah.
Big John, man, with the towel and them jackets. Man, that was some iconic times. The 80s was really iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
iconic. One of the biggest icons that we know came up out of them 80s when you think about Michael Jackson and Jordan and Tyson, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Any parting words, Brooks?
Yeah, I like this, man. I'm looking forward to doing this for the other decades, man.
Yeah.
And just looking back and just I just think about those Big East games, man, back then, man. And you always look forward to those Big East games on Saturday afternoon, man. And I remember when Georgetown played, you knew, okay, somebody's gonna be swinging some fists.
Mhm.
You know it's going down, man.
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah,
Jackson and
man.
them boys, man.
Yeah.
Michael
Good
Graham
time.
and them boys. I remember that. I remember them teams, man. So this was good, man.
Good
And
time.
it's always, just in terms, because you brought up something good in terms of, you notice like the ACC, how stacked they was against like the Big East, man. And it just, I mean, this is just like debates are all about, which would be better, ACC, Big East. Everybody, this is a debate that will live on in the bars and on the Zooms forever, man.
Oh yeah.
Georgetown, man. Even back then, man. When you think about the way that team looked when you turn that TV on and you see Big John and you see all the black players, man. Who in the hell knew that Georgetown was 98% white?
I didn't.
Looked at that basketball team,
I
man. they was straight hood. You know, we
Yep.
love them. We love Georgetown.
Yep.
I didn't know that about Georgetown until I actually drove to the campus. I was like, oh shit,
Yep.
Right.
what
Yep.
school?
Yep.
And then I learned that I don't know if it's so much religious, like a Jesuit. I think it's a Jesuit
Mhm.
institution.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but yeah, it's so funny what we see and the reality, perception versus the reality, right?
Yep. Indeed. Indeed. So, fellas, until the next time,
Yes, sir.
this was good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate y'all as usual.
Where Cheese?
Cheese said he be back, man. He ain't, you know, I don't know, man. You know, I don't want to say what I think he's doing, you know. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave that alone. Cause he the one like to throw the jabs and shit, you know. So I'm gonna leave that for him. You know, but yeah, you know. She left us a note, say he be back, you know. I guess he on CP time, you know what I mean?
He left us hanging, man. He left us hanging.
Yeah. He'll see this shit at the, you know,
We catch up to him. We catch up. Yeah.
Hey,
All
so
right,
listen,
fellas.
when he says that he's gonna behave, then we know better now.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know.
That's some bullshit. Some bullshit. Thank you everybody for tuning in, man. Appreciate y'all comments, man,
Absolutely.
everything.
Yes, sir.
Another
Good
Friday
stuff.
edition. The Sports Mix. We out, baby.
Okay, my man.
Peace.
Till next week.
Peace.
Peace.